Hare Krishna, welcoming you all to L1 Bhagavad Gita course. Started with internet connection unstable. Hare Krishna. Give me patience. So, okay, so I'm welcoming you all to 18 days Bhagavad Gita course. On this, we have come to 16th chapter. 16th day, supposed to be yesterday. Since yesterday there was an issue in my network, so I'm taking that class today. And this we are learning from ISKCON. So we have come to the temple. Let us pay our obeisances. Depend on him for everything. Please safeguard. You have to give us everything, all possible, comfort you give so that we can be in that path and we can do more progress in spiritual. Hare Krishna. So let us say one time Hare Krishna Mahamantra. You all be on mute and listen. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Pranati, yes. Anybody wants to take Pranati can raise hand, otherwise I'll start. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupah Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamsha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamsha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanasute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namo Brahmanya Devaya Go Brahmana Hitaya Cha Jagadhitaya Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namaha Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratvishe Namaha Gurave Gaurachandraya Radhikaya Tadalaye Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Namaha Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Panchatattvatmakam Krishnam Bhaktarupa Swarupakam Bhaktavataram Bhaktakyam Namami Bhakta Shaktikam Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Yeah, so let's enter into today. Just understand Bhagavad Gita in 18 days. That's the class we all have come. And today is 16th chapter. And then the title of the chapter is Daiva Asura Sampat Vibhaga Yoga. The divine qualities and the Asuri quality, that is demonic qualities, we are going to see. So it's not that we are going to see actual demons. Demon ka story sab nahi hai. It is like demonic qualities we are going to see. So yeah, the divine qualities and demonic qualities. Based on the teachings of this of his divine grace, Abhay Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, founder Acharya of International Society for Krishna Consciousness. So 15th, like yesterday, you all took rest. So it's long ago. We had done 15th chapter. We may be feeling that way. So it's like what we did. It was like inverted tree we had seen on that. Okay, so this is what becoming detached from the material world. How? With the weapon. What weapon? Detachment. Ka weapon say that tree we have to cut it. What tree it is? material world, that attraction, no, that we need to cut it off, and then only you'll be free to go to spiritual world. So the material world is full of glittering, it is trying to attract us so that I will be here. Then the reflection of the spiritual world. Yes, that is what we saw, the tree which has branches, that is, Then Purushottama Yoga, transmigration, how we can transcend and go up. And then Krishna's position as the maintainer, and then Purushottama. The entire thing is all Purushottama Yoga only. The three shlokas, Bhagavad Gita, which is summarizing the Vedas, Vedanta, and kind of, we read that one shloka. He is the compiler of the Vedas, and he is it's written about him, and learning that, we will be reaching the abode. Is abode. So today, what are we going to learn? Transcendental and demonic qualities. Transcendental is the Deviga qualities. All that, good. What Deviga is, what transcendental is. And then demonic, which is not, should be followed. But we all have demonic qualities. So is it? So let us see. Though we may think demons mean with all that, in the cartoon they put big teeth, one tooth here, they have that horns and all that. I mean, no more such, it's all extinct now. So only in human form, in this normal form, we have all that qualities. So let's see what is all. Demonic nature is what. So the entire thing is that only. So it's a very easy and cool chapter. The choice. So we have to choose. Yes, I want to be a demon, continue with demonic. Yes, you can. Or you want to upgrade yourself, then leave all those demonic qualities and upgrade yourself. The choice, escape into supreme destination. That is a choice given to us. Only 24 shlokas, okay. Om Shri Krishnaya Paramatmane Namaha Devasura Sampad Vibhaga Yoga Atha Shodashodhyaya. Shodasho is 16. Shri Bhagavan Vacha Abhayam Sattva Samshuddhir Jnana Yoga Vyavastitihi Danam Damascha Yajñascha Swadhyayastapa Arjavam Ahimsa Satyam Akrodhas Tyaga Shantir Apaishunam Daya Bhuteshu Alolutvam Madhavam Hrir Achapalam Teja Kshamadhriti Shaucham Adroho Nati Manita Bhavanti Sampadam Devim Abhijatasya Bharata. So these are all the qualities. You may think, what is all this? Can't understand even one single word. These are all the qualities of Devika qualities, any divine qualities. So the Supreme Personality of Godhead said, details are there in the next slide. So we just read for the sake of reading. Fearlessness. First start with fearless. Why? Why should we have fear? Once you are totally accepted Krishna as Lord, and he is going to take care of all our problems. And see, once he is going to take, problems will come. Only it won't affect us. Means you don't feel the pressure of the problem. So that is taken care of by the Lord. So you should be so much assured that he is there for me. Why should I worry? So no fear at all. So the first thing is fearlessness. Purification of one's existence. We are living in this world for what? Why have we come here? Why have we taken human form? Why not any Kida Mokoda? All that thing over, and now we have become human. So what are we going to live? Again, live like an animal? Then go back to the lower species? No, we have to upgrade ourselves. So all these things. So how to purify the existence? The place where we are living means we are in this world. We have to purify and go. We have to transcend ourselves. So how to do that? Purify. Then cultivation of spiritual knowledge, charity, self-control. Perform self-control, yes. I used to tell in the morning that self-control, people are sacrificing sleep. Poor bachelo, all 6-year-old, 7-year-old, I tell them, why you are late? Why you didn't come yesterday? No, I slept, Mathaji, they used to say. So no self-control. I used to tell them that. In this position, I have to tell. But if it was my own child, I will definitely say, better, Babas, you sleep, don't get up so early in the morning. But then they have come to learn, so the class has to run. When class has to go on, they have to come. So for you also, self-control, yes, 9 o'clock is supposed to be like, after a whole day's work, you'll definitely tend to go to sleep, right? Still, you people have got that control on yourself, and you people are trying to attend this class almost every day. Almost many people are attending all the days. Really appreciable, very nice. Okay, that is self-control. Then performance of sacrifice, study of the Vedas, same thing like spiritual knowledge. Okay, many things are similar, so we need not have to go and explain. But picheka slides mean everything is detailedly given. Austerity, simplicity, non-violence. Non-violence is that normally we used to think not hurting others by words or mind or by action or something. No, here non-violence is if you are not helping anybody to progress in spiritual, then you're doing you're doing a violence on him. So one should always try to inculcate that spiritual knowledge in others. That is called non-violence. Then truthfulness, freedom. Even if your enemy comes, whatever is the truth, you have to say. That is what is taught to us by Srila Prabhupada also, and that is how scriptures tell us. Freedom from anger, renunciation, tranquility, aversion to fault finding. Yes, as we keep growing old, we start developing that quality. Usne aise kiya, that, this, you start expecting honor, dishonor, all these things comes. When you are small, you don't get all that. But when you keep growing, you get. So aversion. So you should not have that quality, fault finding, compassion for all living entities, freedom from covetousness, gentleness, modesty, steady determination, vigor, forgiveness, fortitude, cleanliness, and freedom from envy, and freedom from passion for honor. Oh, again, freedom for freedom and from the passion for honor. Yeah. These transcendental qualities, O son of Varta, belong to godly men endowed with divine nature. So we have to see. Are we tick mark karte jane ka? Do we have these qualities? Yes, yes. If you get all these, very good. Then you are getting 100 out of 100. If not, then, next it comes. After 4-5 slides, it comes. What is Asuri qualities? Okay. There's a detailed thing. It'll take 10 minutes. First is fearlessness. So here, how it is given is Varna Ashrama. There are 4 Varnas. What? Starting with Brahmacharya, Grihastha, Sannyasa, and Vanaprastha, right? So all those 4, Vanaprastha and Sannyasa, okay. So how, whether this is applicable to whom, that is also given, and how it has to be followed. Now this Abhayam. Bhayam is fear. Abhayam is no fear at all, fearlessness. Who will practice that? Sannyashrama. Mostly they will practice. First qualification for a sannyasi is total surrender. So he will have no fear that what will happen next. He is completely having faith. So what? Complete dependence on Supreme Lord's mercy, has to be alone without guarantee of support, convinced that Paramatma will give all protection to surrender. So when he leaves home and when he goes into jungle or anywhere to stay alone, he's not worried tomorrow what will happen. Suppose if I fall sick, I don't have my people around, want to speak. No, he's not concerned at all. So that is Abhayam, is main quality you should cultivate. Then purification of one's existence. Sattva, Samshuddhi, all those words are repeated. Okay, mainly who has to follow? Sannyasi. Strictly following rules and regulations, especially forbidden intimate association with women. They're all, taboo. You're not supposed to. But ultimately, man and women, no? So you may get that. Then again, no use of being a sannyasi. Again, you come back to householder and read that like that. Once you have decided to be a sannyasi, you have to observe that all those celibacy, you have to follow those principles. That is example, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he used to be very strict, though he was married and all, then later he became like a sannyasi, and he had a Chota Haridas, one disciple, though he was a follower of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, but then he started having some desire for women and all, then it was asked to go. You need not be my disciple, at least enjoy that life. So once you have come to sannyasi, be a sannyasi then, totally be met. So it is not very difficult to become a sannyasi, because you should have the mind control. Otherwise, then you become a laughing stock, right? So enjoy all your household duties, do everything, become old, then aram you can come and become sannyasi. No hurry at all. Then cultivation of knowledge. What are we doing? We are cultivating knowledge. We are learning Bhagavad Gita, and slowly level 2, many more subjects will come. That is sannyasa ashrama. Duty of a sannyasi is must cultivate. They should keep on adding to their knowledge. You can always find a sannyasi always reading some books. So one must cultivate and give transcendental knowledge. He give also. Not only read and keep it himself with himself, he has to impart knowledge also, especially to householders. Humility. Begs from door to door, because he won't be earning. So what he's supposed to do? Beg. How much ever he wants, if he gets enough for the day, no more begging, he will have it. Again, Bhavati Bhikshandehi, he goes, whatever, if people give, that much is sufficient. He won't hoard it, because he doesn't have a place to live. He will keep on, moving. So very humble and begs from door to door to awaken Krishna consciousness for others. He will beg, and also he will preach. He be like this is Kali Yuga, do japa and all. He will advice. In charity, Danam. Who can do this? Only a Grahastha can do. Why? He will have a job because he has to maintain family. So he'll have to take up a job. Then he will earn money for doing Danam. Danam is what? Giving things in charity. So charity given in the mode of goodness. Right time, place, person. Tomorrow that chapter is there. So tomorrow is all continuation of this only. Very interesting topic. When to give, what to give, whom to give. Everything is. So really wondering, I'm wondering, how Krishna knows all this. Those days, long back, he has written. And it's everything. Even today, it is all valid. So that, where to give charity, whom to give, is in the mode of goodness you have to give. Spend 50% of your income to propagate Krishna consciousness. So is it possible in nowadays? Not possible to at least 40 crore, yeah, 30, yeah, 20, yeah, 10, yeah, 5 or 1. Something you should give. So we have a temple here. So if you really wish, you can always. Now, spend means not necessary. Like I'm just saying, we have that Krishna Janmashtami. People, all are invited. I think our messages come to it. I didn't see whether it's come to what group. So everybody can participate in case you are all free. Only 5 days stay, and 5 days. So you can experience how is our temple. So if you really feel like you can do something for, because the temple is just getting developed, new temple, nice. So you can, if you really feel like giving, you will go and just participate. Be there, participate in the Rath Yatra, enjoy that period and come. So 50% of income to propagate Krishna consciousness. Charity in passion and ignorance is a waste of time. That we will see in detail tomorrow. Self-control, all, especially Grahastha. Everybody has to follow this, especially Grahastha has to have the self-control, especially sex life should be used only for propagating Krishna conscious children. Otherwise, it will be not a proper act. Okay, sacrifice, family life. Grahastha only can do sacrifice. Requires material resource. Agnihotra yajna you should be doing. Therefore, especially for Grahasthas. Sankirtan yajna. Even Sankirtan is what? Japa is also a yajna. Aham yajna asmi. What in 10th chapter it came. Yajnanam japa yajna asmi. It comes like that. So out of all the yajnas, I am there as a yajna in the name of what? Japa. So if you do japa, it is as good as you're doing yajna without putting ghee or anything. Simple, without no cost, you can do yajna ka jitna, that fal, effect. Everything will come if you do japa. So, because it's given in Bhagavad Gita, okay. Then Sankirtan yajna is best, most inexpensive. It's given the most inexpensive. No, you need not have to buy anything. Just do japa. So much of benefit you get. Anyone can do. No qualification required. Highest benefit. Then Vedic study. Swadhyay, learn by yourself, student life, brahmachari. Normally they can't go to take up job, and also for them that is the time where they learn more, they learn. Recommendation for brahmacharis and celibacy and engagement of mind in the study of Vedic literatures. Then outside, so those days like that it was designed, no? What is that? Gurukul. Gurukul was like that only, no? Student life, entire thing is, they will be in the Guru's house and they will learn everything. Once they are 18, 20 and all, they come home after learning everything. That was the system earlier. Then austerity, what is tapas time? Like all, especially Vanaprastha, human life, and therefore Vedic culture is meant for liberation. For that, tapasya is a must. One must retire after household life, approximately 50 years of age. Oh God, 50 years made people don't even retire. And after retirement, 60 also, they will say, oh, I'm so young and energetic. Why I can't take up, I can very well take up some other job. They continue their job or they do some business. 50 is too early. Now, at least nowadays, people are so young. At 50 also, they look young, they feel young because of all that medicine they take. They will never retire. And when they will learn then scriptural studies, don't know. When everything is over, after my children get married, that time I will be free. Now I have children, I have responsibility. Okay. After children gets married and all that, oh no, they have children. No, I have to take care because they are working. No, I have to take care of their children because too young. Okay. Then like thoda college, now I'm okay. Okay. Then you'll come for studies. Yes. Now I will learn all this. A for apple in Bhagavad Gita. What is Bhagavad Gita and all? तब तक आंख दिखेगा नहीं, कान सुनेगा नहीं, can't sit for long, memory is gone. If the life is almost at the end, what to live then? But they will try to, some people are there. They will feel that is the right time to learn Bhagavad Gita. That is not so. We have to learn as early as possible, especially children. They have to start at a very young age. Then only when they come to a youth stage and all that, there won't be pressure. Because we, in this, the state, the present scenario is so much of competition. Everything, they have to face competition. So for them to remain cool, Bhagavad Gita will help them. So all your, Garka children, your neighbors, everybody, put them Bhagavad Gita, at least one time let them do the course. They won't understand because all this high philosophy, what they will understand. But it is taught to them according to their understanding. Then you tell, no, second time also you go like that. You keep sending them within 3-4 months, they will get used. They'll say, yeah, I know that shloka. They will have different interests. Whether they understand Bhagavad Gita or no, they will start liking the classes and all, and they will start. But one must, especially the kids, should be sent. Of course, elders have to come, but they have other commitments. Okay, then one must retire. Okay, austerity can be of body, mind, and tongue. That tomorrow some detail may have how bodily you should do, obeisance, and mind, tongue, everything is there. Refuse. Show what to spiritualist who says that there is no need of austerity in life, and one can go on speculating. Mental calculation, that this is kid. Such philosophy attracts many followers. Many people like that. Arey, one life, bindas, you spend your, who knows what about tomorrow? Yes, bindas you can be. But people who are really interested in scriptures, they won't take that chance. Okay, simplicity, arjava. Arjava is what? It is applicable to all. No, all those other, whatever qualities given, it is applicable to all the different, Kavarna ashramas. Simple and straightforward, simplicity. Then non-violence. Non-violence implies not checking progressive life of any living entity. So progressively, they should progress in spiritual life. Progressive likeness in spiritual. It's not given, but that is what is meant. Otherwise, you are doing an ahimsa on them. Truthfulness, not distort the truth for some personal interest, especially Vedic instruction. Example, misinterpreted Bhagavad Gita commentaries. There are many Bhagavad Gita books available in the market. Koi Acharya, koi Swami, koi, some name will be there. But then you have to see which parampara. See, there are many philosophies are there. We cannot blame that is wrong, this is wrong. We are nobody to say who is wrong. Prabhupada says, no, he is he's that exalted the soul. So he can say, because he can refute and he can say, yes, you're wrong in this. Or we don't know any knowledge, so we cannot say. So take a Dvaita philosophy. We are in Dvaita philosophy. Okay, we will go by Dvaita philosophy. Some people say Advaita philosophy. Let them go. We will not interfere in their path. That's all. But doing both, you read that book also, then read Prabhupada also, then you yourself will get confused. You'll say, hey, God, what is this? He's writing this, he's writing that. So who asked you to read the other scriptures? We should be following only one path. So that will take us to, anyway, those people are also leading to Krishna only. We are also going to Krishna. So take one path and just, and ours is the very easiest and simple path. And then process of understanding Vedas. One must hear from authority, Shruti, Shravanam. We have to keep listening. That is the basic. That's what I think our class is good for a Shruti example, because nobody talks. Even if I call them, if I want them to answer, people are quiet. They're very good in Shravanam. All engrossed and, in trance. They're all in trance. I think when I explain all this, they're all in trance. I can presume that we know. I will not say you people are all slept and all that. I will presume that you people have really understood and all in that, mode. Okay. Freedom from anger. You must be getting angry, but no, you're not supposed to get angry. Okay, because that is not a good quality. You should not get angry. Whatever I say, you have to listen now. Even if there is provocation, I'm provoking, no, so still you should not get angry. One should be tolerant. Anger pollutes the whole body. Anger is product of passion and lust. See, example, what? Trinadapi Sunichana, they give example of that Ishopnishan. That is all you learn in level 2. The grass on the street, you just, stamp and you walk on it. Will it ever the grass will feel offended or anything? Oh, you stamped on me. No, I will not raise up. I will just be on flat only. No, again it will raise. Again somebody will stamp and he will just walk. So this happens. So they're all very tolerant. The tree. So normally tree ko, oh, you're so nice. I'll just climb and slowly I'll pluck that, that arm and all. No, we just hit a stone, not one hit. Keep hitting till that fruit falls. Our tree gives us shelter also. It produces some fruits and all. He doesn't eat it. Tree doesn't eat it. It is giving to us only. That also we are not. With great care, we don't take it. We just throw stones and we are taking it. Still, it is giving shelter. It is very tolerant. So be like a tree and be like a blade of grass in the street. That is what it will all be taught. Huh? So very interesting. Don't miss it. So do level 2. So in what? Anger is product of passion and lust. Renunciation, tyaga. These are all applicable to all the four varnashramas. Using things properly. That is in Krishna service. Tranquility, unaffected by disturbing emotions, peaceful and equipoised. Don't get hyper. Anything can happen, but it's like a what roller coaster. It keeps coming, it will go. Like that you should think. Then aversion to fault finding. Never to call a thief is okay, but no unnecessary fault finding or correction. Who are we to correct somebody? Are we perfect? First of all, we should think that. Even at home also, we keep complaining. See, I'm getting up, I'm doing all that. None of them are. From when have you started? A few days ago, a few weeks ago, you started your japa or getting up early. So how can you expect them? They will follow you once you start doing. They will look at you. In spite of getting up early, she's so energetic. She's not feeling sleepy and doing all that. So present mind, whole day she's pleasant. Is it because of the japa? Let me also try. So we should set an example and make them do, because from our action they will learn, not by forcing. And we are nobody to find fault of others. All this we learn only to correct ourselves, to improvise ourselves, not improving others. Where are we? Yeah. Aversion to fault finding. Compassion for all living in thee. Daya. Give spiritual knowledge. Prasadam, books, holy name. Out of daya, what? Feel compassion and teach them. We make prasad and give others. Prasad is everyday prasad you should make. You should eat only prasad. That way actually. Then books you can give, holy name. Yeah, japa karo karke you can tell them. Then freedom from covetousness. Aloluktvam, covetousness, greedy. Charity and renunciation. All this tomorrow, all this in detail we will do. This is the last page. Gentleness. Mardhavam, okay. Friendliness to all living entities. So God is also friendly to all living entities. One shloka it comes. We forgot that one. Okay, modesty, real. Do not perform abominable actions and be very modest. Last for one more speech. Then steady determination. Achapalam. Steady determination. Achapalam. Achalam. I don't know. Achapalam. Okay, this is also to be followed by all the varnas. Not agitated or frustrated in his efforts, regardless of failure. Even if you attempted some, but you failed. But don't feel frustrated and no dejected. No, I will not attempt at all. No, from failure you learn. Today's also ISRO. He said, no. I hope I feel everybody must have seen that. The last time Chandrayaan-2 has taught us what not to do. So every failure will teach us what not to do. So you will improvise. Next time when you do, you should all take it as a stepping stone for success. So this is even if you face failure, just take it as a next time you do better. Then progress with patience and determination. Then vigor. Kshatriya, this is meant for Kshatriyas. Able to give protection to those who need it. They are all very bold and they will say, no, I will take care, don't worry. Some people have that mentality, I mean, that guna, that character they have. Always a leadership quality. They will say, oh, no. Even school day you can find. Some children are very, they will be a monitor and they go, yes, I'll get the books for you, teacher. They go to classroom, staff room, get composition books. I'm remembering my school days. So like that, very active, Kshatriya, and leadership. Active means they will try to help others, like Kshatriya quality. Then forgiveness. It is especially Kshatriya, but it is applicable to all. Forgive minor offenses of others. First of all, we are nobody to forgive. You should not feel bad. Okay, now everybody does a mistake. Even I do a mistake. So what? So when one is able to curb down his enemies, he may under certain conditions show forgiveness. Whatever. Fortitude, success. All, especially Kshatriyas. Mental and emotional strength when facing difficult situation. Cleanliness. especially Vaishyas. Why? Sabko, all. Everybody has to have that shaucham. Shaucham is cleanliness. Internal. For internal shaucham is what? Do japa. More you do japa, everything, your chitta shuddhi happens. Chitta shuddhi is what? Your mental, whatever bad thoughts you get, negative vibration you get after doing japa for many days. Not many days. I'm saying only there's 18 days. If you are done right from first day, today is just 16th day, you will find some changes in your own way of, when your way of thinking, everything would have changed. That you can easily find out if you are done one mala at least every day. So that is a cleaning the internal system by doing japa and all. So mind and heart, everything. The external is naturally you take bath and body and dealing with others also, talking. No black market and or underhanded dealings. No. What is that? Bribery. Okay. Freedom from envy. Adroho. No resentful of another. No bitterness. No bitter feeling about others. Freedom from the passion of honor, dishonor, all that. So must respect others. One should not be puffed up with unnecessary prestige and honor, but remain in one's own status. These are all the good qualities he has said. Okay, all this completed. Finally. Then 16.4. That is 1, 2, 3 all together. So many words. And we did it in detail. Dambo, Darpo, Abhimanascha, Roda Paryushyam. Paryushyam evacha ajnanam japi jatasya partha sampadam asurim, no asuri qualities. Pride, arrogance, conceit, anger, harshness, and ignorance. These qualities belong to those demonic nature. Oh, son of Prata. Abhi lagta hai ki only so little. No, there are many, but then I don't know whether it's given here. There are many demonic qualities also. These are all the demon, having pride and arrogantly behaving, conceit and anger and harshness and ignorance. These are all demonic nature. Okay. The whole chapter is about Devi and Devi, what good and bad behavior. Devi Sampadhi Mokshaya Nibandaya Suri Mata Masucha Sampadam Devim Abhichato Asi Pandava. The transcendental qualities are conducive to liberation. It is for getting you should get rid of this material world and you have to go to God and have a peaceful life. Then you have to transcend all the three modes. Even Sattva-guna also you have to transcend, because in Sattva-guna also you get that pride or some good happy feeling. Again, then you are born here. So the transcendental qualities are conducive to liberation, whereas the demonic qualities make for bondage. Do not worry, O son of Pandu, for you are born with the divine qualities. Still, he is explaining all this. Still, he is telling Arjuna, but you need not have to worry. You are born with your divine qualities only, but only that don't develop asuri qualities. So be away from all that. Yeah. So as Arjuna is taught, we are also learning so many things. Devi Sampad Vimokshaya Nibandaya Surimata Masu. This is repeated one later. 16 point. Some mistake over. One later. 6. Devi Sampad Vimokshaya. Very mistake over, because I was only doing all this. Today only I did, because no net, no. Oh God, 16.5 is Devi Sampad. Okay, this is correct. 6, 4, 5, 6. 6 is Devi Sampad Vimokshaya Nibadnantin. Oh, Mata, correct. Okay, now okay. This is 5. 6 is different. Do Bhuta Sargo Loke. Okay, I think let us not do, because it is same. Okay. Pravritim. Yeah, we'll do 7. But that 6 is not the one what is repeated. My mistake. I'll have to correct it. Pravritim cha nivritim cha janana vidur asuraha na saucham na pichacharo na satyam teshu vidyate. Those who are demonic do not know what is to be done and what is not to be done. Neither cleanliness nor proper behavior nor truth is found in them. Like, we can make out from this. All in their own. They are also in trance, huh? All must transmit. They don't understand what you're drinking so much. I will also drink. You're smoking. I will also smoke. So what is to be done, what is not to be done, they have no clear idea. They do it. So social pressure, peer pressure, whatever you say, but bad is bad. So one should be very careful in selecting our friends and with whom we are mingling. That matters a lot. So neither cleanliness, nor proper behavior, nor truth is found in them. Asatyam apratishtham te jagat ahur anishwaram apraspara sambhutam. Kimmanyat kama haitukam. They say that this world, such people, asuric people, they say that this world is unreal, with no foundation, no God in control. Earlier also we have done that. They say it, typing mistake. They say it is produced of sex desire and has no cause other than lust. They don't involve God in all. Having sex, you get children. That's why the population grows. That's all. So no, God has created nothing like that. So they talk like that. They are all proud atheists. They don't want to accept that they are, they are wrong and they have to improve. They will be always take pride on whatever they are. Etam drishtim avatsabhya nashtatmano alpabuddhayah prabhavanti ugra karmana kshayaya jagato ahitaha. Following such conclusions, the demonic who are lost to themselves and who have no intelligence engage in unbeneficial, horrible works meant to destroy the world. All this, you cannot blame the scientists, but then deserve, people who make bomb and all that. I will kill others. खुद का भी नुकसान हो जाए चलेगा. Even if I lose something चलेगा. I don't want to kill my enemy. So such people are asuric people are there. Asuric is demonic nature. They have no intelligence. They will destroy themselves and they will destroy others also. Horrible work meant to destroy the world is shown as atom. Oh God. Yeah. Kamam ashritya dushpuram dambamana madanvitaha moha grihitva grahan pravartante ashuchi vrataha. Taking shelter of insatiable lust and absorbed in the conceit of pride and false prestige, the demonic, thus illusion, are always want to unclean work, attracted by the impermanent, whether it is drink or non-veg or this having an illicit relation or gambling. All this will have some effect. It is all not a proper, but you will never think it's all last day, Baba, I will do all this gambling once and for all. Today I will gamble and leave. No, it doesn't leave. Again, tomorrow you will feel like, because kuch to, you would have gained something. Then the mind will say, hey, 10 rupees to jeetana. Let us again try. Tomorrow I may, earn 100 rupees more. The same thing about meat eating. The taste will not leave. Same thing with illicit relation and intoxication also. It will keep pulling you into that. There is no last day. It will always, it is like pouring, this ghee in the fire. It will just burn more. So such taking shelter in insatiable, it will not be appeased at all. Lust and absorbed in the conceit of pride and false prestige, the demonic, thus illusion, are always found to unclean work attracted by the impermanent. These are all basic, what we follow, 4 regulatory principle of ISKCON is this only. All these 4, if you avoid, everything, your life will be smooth. But means you can at least concentrate on godly matters. Chittam aparimeyam cha pralayantam upashritaha tamopabhoga parama etavat iti nishchitaha asa pasha sate baddhaha kama krodha parayanaha ihante kama bhogartam anyayena tashan sanchayan. They believe that to gratify the senses until the end of life is the prime necessity of human civilization. I am born human, so I am supposed to eat. Whatever I feel like I should eat. Whatever I feel like doing, because an animal can't do that. I can talk, and I can go to bar and do gambling and all. An animal and bird can't do, because I'm a human being. I can take up all this abominable activities. The bird is so with this. So you can do. They think this is only one life. They will take up all this. Thus, there is no end to their anxiety. They keep adding. Being bound by hundreds and thousands of desires, by lust and anger, they secure money by illegal means. Naturally, when you earn money also, illegal means you become so much chaff for that money, money making. So even under the table, it's written somewhere. So that also you will find very interesting to earn. And one day behind the bars. Illegal means of sense gratification. This will keep developing and you do, that will never get over. Oh God, this also. Yeah. Idam adyamaya labdham imam prapsye Manoratam idam asthidam api me bhavishyati punardhanam aso maya hatah shatrur hanishye chaparan api ishvaro aham bhogi siddho aham balavan suki adhyo abhijanavans asmi ho anyo asti sadrusho maya yakshye dashyami modishya iti ajnana vomihitah vimohita. The demonic person thinks, this is what he thinks, so much wealth do I have today, and I will gain more according to my schemes. So he will again gambling. Same thing. A demonic person, while doing gambling, what he thinks, it's a bad act. Today I won, tomorrow I may have to lose whatever I want. No. He will think more I can earn. I can keep gaining more according to my schemes. So much is mine now, and it will increase in the future more and more. He is my enemy. This is one part. Then about other person will say he's my enemy and have killed him, and my other enemy will also be killed. I will kill him, but you will be losing your one hand or one, no problem, but I want to kill him. Even if he is okay with this, he will lose something. So I am the lord of everything. I am the enjoyer. I am perfect, powerful, happy. I am the richest man, surrounded by aristocratic relatives. Even when you become famous and have a lot of power and position and all, I'm so famous. See all that elite people come in, when I call for a party or something, all elite people come, all that, beggar people, all that people have no money, though they won't come, all that big people will come. So that pride and all they have. I'm the richest man, surrounded by aristocratic relatives. There is none so powerful and happy as I am. I shall perform sacrifices. I shall give some charity. Everywhere I will be there. And thus I shall rejoice. Giving, because I have it, I'll give and I take pleasure. Like this, in this way, such persons are deluded by ignorance. Aneka chitta vibhranta mohajala samavritaha prashakta kama bhogeshu patanti narake ashuchau. Thus perplexed by various anxieties and bound by a network of illusion, one becomes too strongly attached to sense enjoyment and falls down into hell. Keep repeating same thing again and again and again. That's why even wealthiest people, more of suicide cases you can find all these wealthiest people. Because see, for us we may have, if at all we take loan also, it will be in thousands or maybe in hundreds or thousands. They will take lakhs, not even lakhs, I think crores ka unka rahega. So then one fine day everything goes bad. Then what happens? There's nobody to help them. Chalo khud jao idhar. Bas, he commits suicide. This is what happens. Hare Krishna. Yeah. So this is what happens. So there is a what one becomes too strongly attached to sense enjoyment and falls down into hell. Like यहाँ पे Ravan, what he didn't have, he had everything. He was a very good devotee of Shiva also, but the lust for a woman that made him, he got destroyed. So this is all bad. They don't realize. Here also, see Shupal story. Ahankaram balam darpam kamam krodam cha samshritaha mamatma paradeheshu pradvishanto abhyasuyakaha, bewildered by false ego. He had that only. False ego, strength, pride, lust, and anger. The demons become envious of the Supreme Personality. Even with Supreme Personality of Godhead also they become envious. Because all cousins, no? See, even here also, oh, bada, oh, Krishna hai kya, everything. Why not others? And all they, just for the sake of argument, they will talk like that. So, because they are all envious, they don't want to accept. And they will not others also to, practice. So who is situated in his own body and in the bodies of others, who Paramatma, and blasphemes against the real religion. So this is the story of that, what is it? Shishupal. He is a cousin of Krishna. Okay. So when he was born with 3 eyes and 4 arms. 1, 2, 3, and 4 arms. So it was one Asariri. Asariri, once this came and said, whoever takes the baby in their arms and everything will get disappeared. He will be like a normal child. That person will be killing him. Killing him means unka haath se inka death ho jayega. So everybody tries to take up. The child is the still same, 3 eyes and 4 hands and all. When Krishna was also a young boy that time. He came and when he took the baby, all that thing vanished. So Shishupal's mother became very, she once, actually she became happy. Oh, my child became all right. But then she was scared. Now she knows that, that as per that sound what came, that wordings and all. Now Krishna is going to kill my son. Or then she pleads to Krishna, Krishna, please don't do no harm to my child, okay? Please promise me. He said, see, I can pardon him, provided he behaves normally. But if he keeps, poking me, then I have to take action. No, please, at least 100 times you excuse him. He says, okay, 100 times I will excuse him. 101st time I will kill him. But he grew up torturing Krishna. Torturing is, he is great. Why he is sitting there? Why he should be given respect? After all, he's a coward boy. He keeps insulting him. And Krishna was quiet. After, for 100 mistakes, he tolerated. On the 101st mistake, he just left his chakra and that cut his neck. That is one story there. So people are envious even with God. Forget the other human beings. So they become envious with God also. And who is situated in his own body. As a Paramatma, God is situated in his own body. Still, they don't understand all this. And they blaspheme others. Okay. Tanaham vishatah kruran samsareshu naradaman shipami ajasram ashubhan ashurish eva yonisho. I'm really sorry for not saying shlokas properly. I'm not used to 16th chapter is not there. I mean, I'm not used to. So there are many shlokas I'm not very familiar. So those who are envious and mischievous, who are lowest among men, I perpetually cast. So God does, he also is there, no part of all this. He's watching everything. So what he does, those who are envious, mischievous, who are lowest among men, I perpetually cast into the ocean of material existence, into various demonic species of life. So what I make them, then I don't give them human form, go into a meanest, lowest species you can become. You can be that way. So I mean, we always say, in this birth, whatever we become, whatever the way we behave will become, we'll have a next life. The form we will take. So if you in the same life, if you're not behaving properly, we all chances of falling down and become a kida, makoda, or what small insect also. So we have to be very careful. Asurim yonim apanna muda janmani mam aprapyaiva kaunteya tato yanti adhamam gatim adhamam. This lowest falling down. Attaining repeated birth amongst the species of demonic life, such persons can never approach me. They will have no liking for the Lord. They will have no interest in hearing about the Lord. So people who are all coming regularly, today what 32 people have come, all are very lucky. In spite of being at 10 o'clock, you people have come to listen. So some, pehle janm ka kuch to hai, that interest, you were in a very good position still. For little marks, you have come, taken a human form. From this should be your last janma, and you should get liberated from this life onwards. So attaining repeated birth among the species of demonic life, such persons can never approach me. Gradually, they sink down to the most abominable type of existence. What? I said, no, bookworm, hardly anything. No, that bookworm is also so tiny. We won't even know. So when it moves, is it a insect which is moving? I thought it will be dust. Then suddenly it will move. Usme bhi jaan hai. There is a life in that also. He also eats. I mean, that insect also eats. Yes, Jiva, Jivatma and Paramatma is also residing. So you can imagine. So can we kill it? No, we can't kill. But by mistake, we do ban kiya, so it is dead. So such species also we can take a form. So better be careful. We should try to upgrade ourselves. Otherwise, at least be in the same level, but never fall down. Trividam narakasyaidam dwaram nashanam atmanah kamam krodastata lobas tasmadetat tyaje. Three gates to hell. There are 3 gates leading to this hell: lust, anger, and greed. These are all very important, life lessons. Because everywhere you can find any story, anything, even facts of life you can find. In our own family, you can find, what, 2-3 PD ke pehle, what they were, and now they've become pauper, so you can find the reason where what went wrong. All same reason will be there, either lust or anger or greed. They've gone to no pop. I mean, they're not in the same, I'm not able to maintain the same level. So every sane man should give these up, for they lead to the degradation of the soul. So 3 gates to hell is kya hai? Anger. First of all, getting angry, and that should be avoided. Lust. should be avoided. Greed, that also should be avoided. All, if you have any of these three, will take you to hell. So there's an example they've given, lust towards Draupadi. And what happened? You all know the story. Krishna helped her, and these people only lost. And anger towards Pandavas. Again, Kauravas and Pandavas, they fought. No land, even one pin ka, even that much land I won't get lost, they said. They fought and they move on. We know the story. And then greed towards the kingdom of Hastinapur. Finally, they were not alive to rule the kingdom. So all these things. Etar vimukta kaunteya tamodhvarais tribirnaraha acharati atmana shreyas tato yati paramgatim towards the Lord. What is that path? The man who has escaped these three gates of hell, once you are out of greed, lust, greed and anger, once you just curtail and you don't enter into those, you don't have any hatred for anybody, no anger, no lust, no greed, then what? Then the three gates are closed. Then you, O son of Kunti, performs acts conducive to self-realization. Then you will turn yourself to all this japa, attending classes and all. Your attention will be turned towards this side, and then gradually attains the supreme destination. First, what you do, acceptance of spiritual master. Like ISKCON mein aaya to, that is what you do. No, whatever is taught to you, you are learning. And who is teaching you? Prabhupada in the form of book. And that is what I'm writing. Whatever is written here is all whatever his thoughts, the meanings, and not shlokas, purport and all that. So first is acceptance of a spiritual master, because he is the person who will guide us. He has seen the truth and he will properly guide us. Then study of the Vedas, then follow austerity, then sense control, spiritual knowledge, keep going up, and you will attain the Lord's abode. But you have to close the three gate, which is the lowest, which will take you down. Yashastra vidim utsrijya vartate kamaskarataha karatah nasa siddhim avapnoti na sukham na paramgatim. But he who discards scriptural injunction, no, I don't want to believe all this. What proof? Who said Krishna is written? I don't know how they can argue with that akkal hona chahiye, we don't get, we like, it's given, yes, it's given, and we learn. There are people who will keep questioning of all that. So, but who discards scriptural injunctions and acts according to his own whims and fancies, attains neither perfection, nor happiness, nor the supreme destination. Like no illicit relationship, no, who said, I will have, okay. No intoxication, no, I will have, okay, everything. Meat eating, intoxication, what, illicit sex and everything, all the four, what, gambling is not written here. Or it's hidden here. Yeah, it's hidden. Gambling. So everything you will keep doing. No, in ISKCON it's very clearly said, these are the four things you have to curtail. Once you curtail these things, you are on the right path. Then you need not have to do any efforts. Automatically, like in Mumbai train and all, automatically you have to just stand there. You will be pushed inside the train. About turn. If you have to get down, about turn. Wherever you want to get down, you will be pushed outside. So same, if you control these four, automatically you will go towards the upgrade. You can upgrade yourself. What all idea? I'm correlating. Tasma chastram pramanam te karya vyavastito jnatva shastra vidanoktam karma kartum iharhasi. One should therefore understand what is duty and what is not duty by regulations of scriptures. Whatever is written in scriptures, Vedas mein sab likha hai. What is to be done? And Falashruti is written. When you do this yajna, this what yagam and all, so what benefit you get? We need not have to bother about benefit, but the benefit you will automatically get. So you have to follow what scriptures, where it is written what is to be done and what is not to be done. Everything is given very clearly. And through an acharya, when you learn, it becomes simple. Knowing such rules and regulations, one should act so that he may gradually be elevated. Here it is shown. Sandipini Ashram mein, Krishna and Balrama, they are learning from Sandipini Muni. See, they are already, they are God in, but they have taken the form of small children. They are learning from a Acharya. It is not that they don't know anything. They know everything, but they have taken a form and come, and they are learning with humble, as if they don't know anything. They learn. Very nice. I used to like this picture a lot. Om Tatsaditi Srimad Bhagavad Gita Upanishadsu Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Shastre Shri Krishna Arjuna Sambhadya Deva Asura Sampad Vibhaga Yogo Nama Shodashodhyayah. So I have to say the summary. Two classes of created beings, the divine and the demonic, are endowed with different qualities. Godly men like Arjuna possess the godly qualities like, what are they? Charity, self-control, gentleness, modesty, forgiveness, cleanliness, austerity, simplicity, non-violence, truthfulness, tranquility, fearlessness, freedom from anger, cultivation of spiritual knowledge, aversion to fault-finding, compassion for all living entities, living beings, freedom from covetousness, and steady determination. Determination for what? For spiritual studies and upgrading yourself. Demonic qualities such as pride, anger, envy, harshness, arrogance, ignorance, impudence, uncleanliness, and improper behavior bind people in a network of illusion that makes them take birth again and again in demonic species of life. Unable to approach Krishna, the demonic gradually sink down to hell. Two kinds of action, regulated and unregulated, yield different results. A person who discards scriptural injunctions attain neither perfection nor happiness nor the supreme destination. People regulated by scripture understand what duty is and what is not. So they gradually attain the supreme destination by performing acts conducive to self-realization. These are all nectar of devotion, meaning same thing is repeated. So, I mean, Bhagavad Gita base, this is the base. What we are learning is all like primary. We always say, no, in primary, it's very important. Primary section is very important. Once you learn thoroughly well all your primary section and all this study, then your secondary becomes easier. This is like primary study. Bhagavad Gita and all. On this basis only, other scriptures are, in that it will be mentioned. So once you become thorough with this, that's why I keep saying, keep attending 18 days course. Maybe in the second month, third month, you may not be able to attend all these 18 days the way you people are attending now, possible. It's okay. You can, come and go. At least you'll be with touch with the studies. So it will help you a lot. You should do L2 also, which will also be, explained in detail. But continue. I mean, if possible, continue everyone also. So that is how they perform acts. So what tomorrow is very interesting. Okay, 17th chapter is very interesting, and 28 only. 18th chapter is long. That we'll have to start early. Okay, tomorrow is what? One's mode determines one's activity, faith, and worship in the mode. Because 3 modes are there. So if you're saying Sattva Guna, how will be your faith? How will you worship? That will determine each guna will determine how according to your guna, your faith will also change, your activity will change, your worshipping mode also will change. Food, even food, people in Rajoguna, how will they eat? In Sattva-guna, how they eat, and all they say. Sacrifice, austerity, charity. Conclusion is Om Tat Sat. So this is what we will do tomorrow. Very interesting chapter. Please don't miss. Because almost we are coming to the end. Now don't, all these days you people attended. Now for last 2 days, don't give up. Okay, we have just finished Panchatattva mantra. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. We chant and be happy. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Yes, be prepared to wake up your people at home. It's not too late. No, today is got over. Vajakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Anantakoti Vaishnava Vrinda ki
Jai.
Jai.
Anantakoti Bhakta Vrinda ki
Jai.
Jai.
Prabhupada ki
Jai.
Jai.
Haridas Thakur ki
Jai.
Hare Krishna Mahamantra ki
Jai.
Jai.
Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu की
Jai. Jai.
भगवद गीता और भागवत ग्रंथ की
Jai. Jai.
श्री राधा गोविंद की
Jai.
Jai.
और प्रेमानंदे
Hari Hari
Bol. Hari Bol.
Today it is not very late now, so you didn't wake up anybody. It's good. It's okay.